What's up, everybody? Montana here. I went to therapy this week for the very first time, and I'm making this video to share with you why I did it, some resources for you to go to therapy, encourage you to go to therapy, and let you know that it is okay for Black folk to go to therapy, and it can be affordable if you don't have insurance, you don't make a lot of money, but you do want to go to therapy. You do want to have somebody to talk to, an outlet to open up to, and let people know about your feelings and stop holding things in, because a lot of us deal with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, things of that sort. And I think therapy is a great resource for us to do. Now, I personally went to therapy for the very first time and saw a therapist for the very first time because as you guys know, if you've been really supporting my channel over the past couple of years, for the past 8 years, I have been on my very own self-love journey, whereas I changed all the bad stuff that went on in my life and changed the results of things that was going on in my life. I totally changed my life around to have it to the point where I was comfortable with and happy with the state of my life, how it was going and things like that, the people in it, the type of relationships I was having, how I was presenting myself, and how I felt about myself. So I started a self-love journey. I invented that. I came up with the self-love journey, and I documented the whole thing here on my YouTube channel. Sorry if the camera is shaking, but as long as you hear me, that's okay. So I started the self-love thing, and what a self-love journey is basically is you just figure out what it is about your life that you want to change, you want to add to it, want to do better, want to do more of, want to start doing, people you want to get rid of, habits you want to get rid of, whatever it is. That's your self-love journey. You're on a journey to change these things and align your actions and your thoughts to the life you want it to be and work towards it every day. So I did my self-love journey for 8 years. No therapy. Didn't talk to anybody about it. I went through different stages. I documented all the stages and everything that I've been through. This is another stage in my self-love journey. I'm on year 8 and I started therapy. I haven't backslid. 8 years, I have not backslid. Everything that I said I didn't want in my life anymore, didn't go back to it. Didn't fall into the trap. So I'm so proud of myself for doing this, and I did this change overnight, and everybody cannot do this overnight. I tried to help some people do it. Everybody ain't ready for this. Everybody's not ready for a self-love journey. Everybody's not ready to face their demons or the issues that they've been having in life. Everybody's not ready. It's hard for some people. It was pretty easy for me, which is very rare, but I'm glad. So I decided to seek a therapist, and simply because I wanted to see for myself if what I'm doing or what I have done over the past 8 years is what a therapist would have recommended me to do to deal with the things that I had went through in my life. With rape, molestation, abusive relationships, promiscuity, things like that. Not knowing my self-worth, things like that. So instead of going to a therapist to fix the things that help me change it and turn it all around, I did it on my own. I did it through reading. I did it through self-evaluation, spending a lot of time alone and figuring out what I wanted to do in the path that I wanted to take, all on my own, without going to college to get a degree on psychology or anything like that. Just reading books and just writing down and making goals and setting my own standards of what I think is right in my life and what I think is a good woman, a good mother, a good friend should be. So I set my own standards, and I went along with those, and I went on my self-love journey, and I did that. So my therapist and I told her about everything that was going on in my life, everything that I wanted to change. And she, of course, she countered with, okay, well, since you dealt with abuse, how does that affect you now? How does that affect your relationships? How does that affect you raising your children? Since you dealt with rape, how does that affect you, sexually with men, We talked about spirituality. We talked about religion. We talked about my cutoff game, how I cut off family and people that just don't line up with things in my life and how I do it so easy. We talked about so much. And what I was looking for through therapy was her to see something and say, okay, so I've been listening to you and you're doing this wrong. That's not the right way to do it. That's destructive behavior. You need to start. I was looking for something, some room for improvement. First therapy session, we went through a lot. It ran over the hour the 50 minutes I was supposed to be there. It ran over. But I got a lot of positive feedback, and in her rebuttals, I was saying stuff that she would have taught me or have guided me to do or pushed me to do in my fixing of myself. So basically, I didn't really get a lot of, no, that's not right. Nope, that's the wrong way to go about it. No, I got a lot of, you're doing great. I would have said that. I tell my clients to do that. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I kept getting that as if I was on the right track. And I'm like, well, am I on the right track? Have I been doing the right thing? Like, is all this helpful and healthy and all that? And she was like, yes, you're doing great for you to be doing all this by yourself. I have done this in the past 8 years by yourself. From how I hear you and the questions I'm asking and the answers that I'm getting, yes, you're doing amazing, blah, 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 blah. I'm still going to keep going. I covered 95% of everything that I went through in the first session. But I still want to keep talking to her to see if I can find something that I'm not doing or whatever, just so that I can improve upon that or add that to my repertoire to be a better me. I'm going to leave some links down below. When I'm going to do my research, I'm going to leave some links down below. If you are interested in going to therapy, or seeing a therapist, or talking to someone, and, you know, just someone who has a listening ear and kind of dissect and diagnose and things like that, I do suggest therapy isn't just a white people thing. And that's a big stigma in our community. Is this for white people? It's too expensive? No. I'm going to put some links down below in the description. So check back when I do it. Check back. At least 2 that'll help you find an affordable one for black women. There's some links that people sent me when I posted on Facebook. I'm going to copy those things that I got from the Facebook group that I posted this in, that I was seeking a therapist. And I'm going to post some helpful links under this video for you to also do this. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys. And just a generalized question, therapy can be between $30 a session, which is like 50 minutes for a session, to like, I've seen as high as $180. That's how much it can cost, depending on if you paying for therapy out of pocket, you paying for it through insurance, you paying for it on like a sliding scale. I think the sessions last for about 50 minutes on average. They suggest that you come in once a week, but you know, if any questions you have that I can't answer, that I did not cover in this video, but any questions that you have that's specific to you and how it can help you, and you know, help you get answers to your questions and to get this therapy thing going, I'll try and answer those for you. But yeah, I was so excited. Once I started looking for a therapist, I was really excited looking for the information. I was even more excited when I booked my appointment. And I was super geeked up when I got to my appointment, and super geeked up once I left my appointment, because I love doing things that's going to make me a better me. Like, who the hell invests in reading a whole bunch of psychology books, relationship books, self-empowerment books? Like, who the hell does that? I got rid of my TV in 2015 just to divulge into books to better myself. Went and got a therapist just to make sure I'm on the right track and to be an even better me. Like, who goes to that extreme for self? You know what I'm saying? For self, to better self, to put myself out there into the world, to be a better person to people, to be a better mother to my children, to be a better girlfriend to whomever I would get in a relationship with, to be a better friend to the people that I have in my life, to be a better family member or a better boss or whatever. Like, who puts in that kind of work? Not too many people that I know of personally. Not too many people, and I really divulge into the relationship stuff. Not too many people do that to just be a better mate. Like, but yeah, any question that you have, put it down below, and I will definitely try and get back an answer. And I'll put them links down soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Love some.